on this man, yeah. Hey.
I put on my TV face, huh?
TV tights, man.
Hold on, have TV camera though. I must think you're not catch me off guard. Allow me.
No. We're not doing that, my brother. We're not doing that. It look like you want to shave.
Yeah, but you know, this quarantine look, I don't understand. But that's what I know say, you know, social distance because you look like you go get groomed up. You know, see, or you go get groomed up. I don't understand the grooming situation. A man like you supposed to look beard up and grey up and everything there. And the man look like him. You look like you're going to get facial. And
no, boss. I have my own trimmer and I trim and shave up myself to make myself look decent.
That don't look like you do it. That look like a man come do it. Or you go a parlor. I'm going to get your nail and pedi and money and them something.
No. You take this thing too far, though. You take this thing too far.
I tell you so. You don't look like me. You don't look like me. I look, and everybody else do interview the man, them look away. You look like you just come out of a spa treatment. I don't understand something about you.
This is
so you know the real people that were quarantined, but they are 7 weeks being at the house here.
I'm locked down in the house. I'm locked in. So what? I just have me little beard trimmers. Remember saying I'm in a year, so I doesn't need for the stadium.
Yeah, but that takes because you have here on the back part, round the rim. Cool. Round the rim.
Yeah, bad man. Listen, look. See the moat, look. See there?
I hear you, boss. I hear. I don't have that problem, so I wouldn't know. You never weave. My team, yeah.
You told Rasta. From the last time I see you told Rasta.
Boy, what me eat bacon do, so.
Oh, your mother one. Okay. Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm not live for jerk pork and my bacon. Them can't go sit down with that. None of them I eat other things other than that. So yo, I'm not.
It's a second part of some of this, you know, in the lockdown. You know, you see?
And you don't want to see my thing upstairs. I have a full bar. I make my own margaritas and all of them things there. Yo, me dress up every day. Me boy, I dress up and I put on full clothes and everything for what my living room. I got my cigars, I smoke, I party, I create my own quarantine.
Somebody dress up here, somebody slippers there, you see?
I get it. You know what I mean?
There's no dressing up here, mate. There's none. It can't work.
Yeah, well, me a boy, I try to live my life. Me have a big house in here, I run up and down all over it.
Nothing wrong. Yeah. So listen, to business. 2 decades ago, a national anthem was made by yourself and Raven. It's going to be and Rick Rock. Yes, and Rick Rock, right? It's been refixed, remastered for 2020.
Yeah.
Giving a little tweak, but song still a shot same way. How does that make you feel? Like 2 decades later.
You know what it is? Hot Shot was, it's a Diamond Sentinel album, but it was also an album that really was the album that broke through the culture of dancehall to the mainstream. You know what I mean? And we have had a lot of hits that really did that, like, Old Caroline obviously was a big one. Mr. Boombastic was also a big one. But when It Wasn't Me came along, that really moved the needle as far as the culture and as far as
most definitely
the genre. So Universal had gotten in touch with me a couple of years ago and say, hey, we're coming up on the 20-year anniversary of Hot Shot, and would you consider doing over an anniversary edition? And I said, what's in it for me? Which is what I said. And they said, well, 1, we'll pay you to do it, and 2, we could consider sharing masters.
Okay.
And the original masters was 100% owned by Universal. So I went to them and said, okay, would they swap out the new masters with the old one? And they said they would. And we would own own it together.
Okay.
I brought it to my in-house producer at the time, Sting International, and asked him to do it. And he had started to do it, but didn't finish it. And then him and I fell out recently, and he kind of took the hard drive.
Okay.
So what I ended up doing was I ended up making a new deal with the record company.
Okay.
And I said, I will give you 5 of the most popular tracks from the album in a 2020 updated style, and I'll throw a couple other joints on. And they came back to me and says, okay, if you do that, we'll pay you for it, but then you will own those masters 100%.
Mad. That makes sense.
Right. So I made that deal, and I did over Angel, It Wasn't Me, Love Me, Love Me, Keeping It Real, and of course the title track, Hot Shot. I put Sting on the hook of Angel, and I asked Rayvon to do It Wasn't Me because he had done it originally.
Oh,
what I did with Wasn't Me was I kept the authenticity of the original track, but when it came to my part, I changed the drums to a dancehall feel. And that's because if you listen to the original track when it was released in 2000, it was really a hip hop beat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but the only thing that made it dancehall was how I was spitting on it. You know what I mean? I was doing patois on it, and I do that dancehall floor. And it broke through so many barriers and made dancehall become a household name. And now that dancehall is now the sound of popular music today,
yeah.
I put it back on the new version in celebration of what we had accomplished.
Of course.
You know, because dancehall has now sprung off. Not only has it become the staple in popular sound culturally now, but it's also sprung certain genres as reggaeton and Afrobeat, you know what I'm saying? Which are all birth childs of dancehall. So to me, putting the beat on on my verses like that was really a celebration of what we've accomplished and how far with such people as myself, Supercat, Shabarangs, you know, all the crossover artists, Sean Paul, everybody who have contributed in moving the genre to where it's at.
What I definitely got from the remix was that extra to it, what you just said, that even though I remember back in those times DJing at many joints and, you know, seeing white, black, Asian people everywhere, every club, every radio station, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now 2 decades later, it's been remixed, redone, and it's still going to create the same mayhem because, as you said, that crossover appeal.
I don't know if it will create the same. I don't know if it will create the same mayhem. I think because new is new. You can't get rid of from new. It's no. You know, but it's also a song that has been recurrent on radio and constantly. Even the original still plays to this day. So I don't know. I just think it's something for the fans who have supported me, people who were a part of that movement when it happened. And they can appreciate it. You know, there'll be some young kids who may be reintroduced to it from this new version, but will it create that kind of mayhem? I really don't think so. I just think that it will be, you know, it's just something to do. At the end of the day, man, it's, you know, these are my songs. If you have a picnic and you dress up your picnic in a blue Burberry today, and tomorrow you dress him up in a green Gucci, anybody can tell you enough to put on your clothes by your picnic, and you're a picnic. See? So these songs are my songs. So if I want to sing them backwards in Hebrew,
no make a difference. I still your word.
I might one. So we can't do what I want with it. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, man. So
I think it's a little bit unfortunate that with the coronavirus and being in lockdown, that if this wasn't actually happening in this time, I still believe that this song would probably create.
Oh yeah, it would probably
across the world.
This certainly has hampered us and put us in a rough spot, and it makes it more difficult to promote. You're absolutely right, because the new version is such a club banger too.
Yeah,
you know?
Of course.
Yeah, for any DJ. Yeah, once a DJ get it, it's a bit, you know. But there's things we can do. That once this lift, we can reblast again, and and remarket again and try and see how we could do. They've just now pushed the album back. And the album, I said, have 4 new songs on it. One of them is a new song with me and Sting also. Right. And it has songs like Oh Carolina, Miss a Bombastic, Strength of a Woman, Hey Sexy Ladies also on it. We did over Electric Avenue with Eddie Grant. We also did over with Peter Tosh. And we did these all in an upgraded 2020 style. And we're just going to put it out. So it's not going to come out in June anymore. I hear now that we're pushing it back to maybe July because of the corona situation. And put it this way, me's not a man going to sit down and bitch and worry about something when I can't change, my brother.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, for me, one of my favorite tunes where you've never done a radio edit for, right, is on the original Just Let Me Come Rhythm.
Oh, wow.
Remember the last time when we spoke? I said,
we're doing another clash. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I never even got to doing a video for that record or anything like that, man.
Really?
No, I didn't even do a video for it. I think we put it out and it was just kind of just there. It wasn't,
It was you, Spragga, Sasko.
My favorite on that was the Spragga one.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Because even Sasko was coming off a mix-up that we had just done mix-up.
Yeah, mix-up, that's right.
Massive. And Spragga, Sasko go upon it. And him though I got the tune, it's bad enough, but it never, to me, it just never, it never super wicked. And mine was the same to me. I thought that I kind of went, it was cool, but I didn't think it was like, wow. I think the Spragga one was, Spragga really nailed that one.
He definitely went in,
yeah.
But I know that you
went in. I listened to that track and I get you say you love it, but to me, when I listened, it wasn't something where
you wasn't feeling it like that.
Yeah, never feel it like that. And I never, in fairness, never feel Sasko one like that either. But I like it, because we do it, but it's not every song you do that you're gonna be like, yo. Some song like, yeah, all right, I did my thing on it. It's cool, you know what I mean? But it wasn't. You're not leading the rhythm, And to me, when I lead the rhythm with a song, when I really put the energy behind it.
So when you look throughout your career, then right, and Diamond selling albums, so many tunes, globally. When you say yo, which one out of all of the album we have, you can say like that one they are shot?
My favorite album to date is Intoxication.
Okay.
Why? The album that it had Church Eden, it had Bonafide Girl, it had just the songs that put up on it was some really cool joints that's on it. My second favorite was Wagwan that I just released, and it's probably one of my least selling albums.
No man, me like Wagwan. From when you were a guest on my show before, like Wagwan.
Yeah. No, I just think it's where I'm at right now, and when I listen to the tracks on there, the thing is that it was my last album for 300, and I know they wasn't going to push it because they didn't have an option to sign me back, and I didn't want to sign. I wanted to be a free agent. I didn't want to sign back to anybody. Right now, I am a free agent.
Okay.
This record that I'm putting out, this Hotshot album, I'm putting it out on Universal, but it's a license.
Okay,
so,
license Universal.
So I own it. Yeah, I'm not. Because I think music is moving into an age now where you as an artist can take control of yourself, and you will be able to. The only thing y'all need a label for is money, and I don't need them for that. And because then we give you money for work, a project, and go radio and all of them things. You don't really need radio as much these days because your relationship is with the DSPs. You know what I'm saying? So
so you don't feel that the relationship with radio jocks?
No. I didn't say the relationship. I say you don't need radio to break records like that. That's what I meant. You know what I mean? Because remember, first time you used to need to get to on radio, to get that play.
Right.
But most people are on their, let's face it, everybody consume music on their device.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's through the DSPs, Spotify and Pandora and all of these things that people consume music. So these playlists is what you really need to get on to get your shit going.
Right.
And the more stream, you know, I got over 10 million monthly streamers, and that, because I have that amount of people who are streaming me monthly, it gives me an edge to get into more playlists than the average person. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what happens. So when you really look at it, you can take charge of your career and create your followers and create your stuff. And that's your power. You don't really need to be selling that out to a label that they're going to give you money. If you're a new artist and you don't have money to do it, I can understand. You might do a couple of years deal with them. But once you're in that position of power and controlling your brand, I was at that spot. And so Wagwan just kind of fell into that. The funniest thing about Wagwan is I'd actually structured the deal to where at the end of this year, that whole album comes back to me. So I will own all the masters of Hot Shot, of Wagwan, you know, and I could then at that point exploit songs like, there's a song Ponde was Catch Me Up, one of my favorites.
Yeah, Catch Me Up.
Yeah, we'll tune upon it when we could have push, and I could have spent marketed money on it. I could have done videos for it, but I didn't see the sense of doing it for a label that's going to own it and exploit it on my dime. You know what I'm saying? So I left it. They weren't going to spend their dime. Now, once it reverts back to me where I own it, then I can spend my own dime.
Yeah,
exactly. So that was what. But it's one of my favorite albums because it's where I'm at, and it set me up. It was that new confident Shaggy, you know, after I did that, won the Grammy with Sting, and I was in the company of Sting, and Sting really just kind of helped my self-esteem to a level, you know, where I think I finally became a boss. After,
but people would say that you are a boss.
No, but I didn't act like one. That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, you know I'm saying, because, and then you'll find people if you don't, you know, create that barrier, if you make that line become blurry, people around you will not see you as a boss, and they'll see themselves as equal.
Okay.
And you should not be. You're not equal at all. There's a reason why if I step in the room, me get the hottest gal. You know what I mean? There's a reason if I step in a room, there's a reason why I'm flying first class or private. There's a reason why I get the suite. There's a reason why I get the lion's share. Because I'm me and you're not. And you should not be ashamed of that in your organization, to let them know that I pay the cost to be the boss. And for years, because you're on the Monday move as brethren, that line becomes blurry, and then they become entitled, and then they feel like they don't need to deliver. And then them start view you as just the next brother. Yeah. Them cuss at you, them chat at you, yeah. As you as one of them. Seeing? And at the end of the day, when you go out, they're not treating you as a star to compete against other stars. As an other artist. When I went with Sting, I realized that here's a guy that has sold 150 million albums, and he's looking on national TV and say, no one will understand the genius of this guy. And I'm looking at, I'm starting to feel embarrassed by him saying this, because I've never heard it.
Yeah. And
so my self-esteem is shot. So this person is saying me, I'm feeling embarrassed to accept a compliment. And this guy who is, you know, an icon is looking at me and says, this guy's inspired me to the next level. And we toured together. Says, this is the best tour I've ever had in my whole career. And I'm looking at him like, wow, really? Over the Police, over all of this thing. This is the best tour. This is the best show I've ever had. And saying this thing. So imagine what that does to somebody's self-esteem.
Of course, you're going to feel much more elevated.
Exactly. Who's been around people who, because they probably don't achieve as much as you, they'll bring you down to their levels to make themselves feel better. And that's what was happening in my circles.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so what you,
interesting.
yeah. So what you see with a song like, when you see what you see now with an album like Wagwan, if you listen to the records going down, there's even a song called Frenemy, which I wrote with Dave Kelly, because Dave has been in my organization from early, from the jump, you know, and him and I wrote that, and we picked out things that were just so true to what was happening in my life. You know what I mean? To to get to that next level. So what you're seeing now, it is a new Shaggy. It is a confident Shaggy. And I'm making music that sound like that. I'm not scared to accept, because I'm on my look and I say, yeah, Diamond, this and that and that and that. And I used to feel embarrassed hearing that because I didn't want to offend people around me and make people think that I'm cocky or I'm this and that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's you dimming your shine to make people feel better. I stopped doing that now. Yeah, I'm the biggest selling dancehall artist of all time. That's a fact. There's 3 top streaming people in dancehall and reggae right now: Shaggy, Bob Marley, and Sean Paul. No one else is near.
No one
near,
Bob. Is what it is.
I'm still the man to beat. Yes, I will continue to make hits. Yes, I'm the only artist that have gone from hardcore dancehall, I make a hit, pop dancehall, I make a hit, go back on the churchy and I get a hit, left from this and them say me can't do reggae, I'm going to fight this feeling with me and Barris and do and Neo and Buster Place, and still every year that I put it out, I become the best selling album. And come back with Sting, sell platinum on an album, have the second highest grossing tour with me and him, and won a Grammy. Yes, it's me, and I did this at 51 years old. So at the end of the day, you must not be scared to accept these things. And I used to be scared. That's why I'm saying you got to be careful of the people around you and your circles around you. And there's a old saying, I tune name use me on Wagwan album. There's a deeper meaning to it other than just a gal tune. It says, use me or I have no use. If you have no use, then you're useless. Nobody wants to be useless. And everything and everyone around you has there's a value scale. And if anybody don't have that value around you, right? It boils down to the amount of bullshit you put up compared to the value of the person. You would put up with as much bullshit from a person if the person is bringing value. The person stop bringing value, then you ain't going to put up with the bullshit.
Yeah.
That's just facts. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that I was talking about on that album. And it's an incredible, it's you have to rebirth yourself and reinvent yourself and don't be scared to drop motherfuckers. If they have no use in your life, get rid of them. Well,
you know what? Those are valid points. Those are actually wise words that I personally can take on board as a radio presenter, as a DJ. Do you know what I mean? Because
it doesn't have to be a DJ, a life, or even a success. It's just in your general life. If you have a woman in your yard, you're a woman. You're a woman, right? If she not building you up, whether it be your self-esteem, is a couple of things. If she's not contributing to you sexually, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you know what I mean? She not have all of them, But you gotta have at least more than 3. If you with somebody and 25% of them not really work with you, but 75% of it work, then you're winning. If you have a pie and you get 75% of the pie, you're winning. If fear value go less than 50%, cut her. Because then she's useless to you.
Well, sit down to 50%. Time to go.
Time to go. We're not growing here. If she's 75, all right, we can't work, but we still a win. If you is a man, I put it away, If you is a man and your woman is the breadwinner, she give you a big house to live in. She give you a car for drive. Where hot, you drive a big Mercedes or Rolls Royce. She give you a credit card and it have no limit. You can shop, do everything where it is. You don't have to work in your life. What is your job now?
You have to look after her.
You're damn right. So when she come through the door, you stand up at the door with her slippers and say, baby, your bath is made and I cooked your favorite meal. That's now your job.
Straight.
You're not supposed to do nothing else because she's covering everything else. If you are not doing that, my brother, then you are what is known as useless.
You're a waste man.
waste man. That is now your job. You have now entered into a great career choice. Because you now have to do nothing to be a success. She has done it all, but your contribution to her success is you doing all of that. You have played your part. So when you and her mash up, you can look on her and say, baby, I need it set your bath and cook your food and do all of that so you can go up and make that kind of money then I want half. Then you deserve half. But don't come to me with blood clot half if you never do none of that. It's as simple as that, my brother.
Boy, I think the corona's got you a bit like.
I tell you, but our woman could have do all of that for you. And on top of that, you decide say I gotta have a side piece. You're a workless man, you forget a box in your face. You don't deserve it.
You don't deserve that, brother. Yeah. And
here we go to you know. You see the next man I go dip on the sideline and say, yo, look what she do for him. And she do all of that for him and him go burn her. I go draw for her. Him even go try draw for her while you did it. Because he might not borrow 100%. But you see the little 10% where I get? It's better than film woman where I get 100%. Because 100% of zero is still fucking zero, bro. So 10% of this woman here, we are providing emotionally, sexually, financially, spiritually, is better than the man where she have. The woman where you gonna have cross the road. So when I give you none of that, but your woman, she not cheap on you. But she not give you none of that. She not wash your clothes, she not rub you down, she not grind you good, she not do nothing. But that little woman here where you share with the next man and give you a thing. That is more. The 10% where you get value more than the 100% that is zero where you have. I love these discussions, by the way. I think I should do lectures. But a life.
How many margaritas have you drunk since season year?
But you know some remember margarita machine upstairs. But that's what I do all the while, you know. My brother, hey, don't give a drama. Watch out. Never show. No, you think I joke me I make? You think I watch I'm a house, man. I'm a studio. I'm a gear. Some studio.
We're getting a guided tour.
I give a guide tour. See, that's my studio.
All right.
This is one of my room where we just come in. This is my studio room. See that? So this is where I done everything. No, I'm gonna show you upstairs in my place. See my kitchen here, and see my margarita machine here. See my things here. I only drink the best. Don't ramp with me. See? Don't think me now. Me sit down and watch my television and don't think me now deal with my things right. See my cigar them here. Remember box of cigar them.
My gosh.
I am living life. I dress up every day. You know? Yeah, man, I put on my glass every day and come out and I dress up. So come in my living room. Don't make Corona make you stop live.
No, sir. No, sir. There's no way that can happen right now. Right now.
We are fortunate, my brother. We're fortunate to have life.
Real talk.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we should celebrate people who bring good things to you. Treat people who treat you well. If they ain't treating you well, cut them. You go through journeys, you know. If I remember saying when you're there one journey, you have a friend where you know from school where your name used to par hard. Or kickball and look girl. And you see him later in life. And the man say, yo, John was there, yo, me you link man, say my number and you try to link back with him. And I just can't connect the same way.
Never the same.
Because he's already served his purpose in your life. It's not supposed to happen.
Mm.
You every man when him look by him I say, yo, John won't star, you change I. Yo, the man that change I. Of course, you didn't work this hard to stay the same. Get the fuck out of here. You know? If I'm not changed, if you're not if change isn't happening, then it becomes stagnant. Nobody wants to be stagnant. Get the fuck out of here.
No, nobody at all. Not in life, not in business, not in music, nothing.
No fucking way.
Keeping moving.
I reinvent and recreate and always is a force to be reckoned with. When I'm not in this for money, I already got money. I'm in this for greatness.
Good talk.
If me now move, we have done something so great as move a genre that didn't exist to become one of the world's leading sounds in music. It's really sad that we're the lowest streaming numbers of all these genres. It hurt me to the core. And this generation need to get it the fuck together and start competing. Yeah. And I see it happening in like Afrobeat, where you see a lot of these, why Afrobeat is not taking over on such a mainstream and being on the Super Bowl and all of that shit and going bigger and bigger, is because half of these guys in Africa are driving Ferraris. So why would they leave their continent to come over here, come do your interview for free? Or go do any of these major publications or media in England or America. It's called work. Nobody wants to work. They want to take their phone and press a button and say, hey, that's promo. I'm going to go sit in my Ferrari now and my mansion. And that's what's happening to dancehall, because the dancehall local artists are making such good money now that they really don't need to do anything else but just go on their phone and talk shit. And so they become internet sensation. And some of them become more popular on the internet sensation than the songs. You look at the streaming numbers, it's horrible, but their views are high.
Yeah.
And the people who are tuning in, they're not consumers. They're not buying music. They're not even streaming your shit.
No, them just listen for the hype and excitement.
Them just want the drama. So you become what is known as a drama queen.
Mm.
If that's what you want for your career, knock yourself out. I'm not paying attention to internet sensation. I refuse to do it. I have 500,000 followers. But none of them pack a venue more than me anyway, so fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And none of them is making what I'm making, so fuck them. I don't need to be a buffoon on Instagram and do dumb shit so you could follow me for entertainment.
For entertainment value. Yeah. Real
I'm not that guy. So if you say followers, if my followers move to 1 million or something, it's going to be real people who are fucking with me on music. Because it ain't going to be because I'm up here, doing dumb shit to entertain you.
To entertain, yeah. For real. It's real.
Because it's not moving my genre. No. Music move my genre.
Music.
Culture.
Music alone shall live.
Now, I'm not saying it doesn't work hand in hand. I'm fine with those who have huge followers and do all of that, but then put out great music too. Hey, and have streaming numbers. But it is really sad that the founding music of all of these genres is the lowest numbers of any genre of music right now. Dancehall. It's a shame.
Yeah, it is. What can we do to rectify? What else can we do to rectify?
First of all, you're a DJ. I assume you play at clubs and stuff like that when you're ready, right? I'm guaranteeing you, without even going to any of your parties, that when you're playing music, you might play only so many new records before you start resorting to the 90s dancehall to get the party going. Am I lying?
That's not me.
You're telling me that you don't have to resort to 90s dancehall to get the party going at some point.
How can I say this? Being a DJ who my thing is playing new music and showing people new music, right? There's obviously a time and a place. So for me, depending on what the booking is.
All right. Let me rephrase it for you. Because you're probably playing in this in a community of strong West Indians and strong people who are in it. In my thing, when I realize I've noticed DJs, and most of them who I've talked to from DJ, and they'll go straight back. When them start go overseas, again, the biggest conversation I had was with Bobby Condas, who said the same thing. He says, when I start traveling overseas and I start playing some of these records that I'm playing, it cannot resonate with this audience, a bigger mainstream audience. I have to resort to my 90s catalog of songs to move that crowd. So simple means for you to get it to cross over to where it's a massive, we shouldn't be reinventing the wheel. In other words, if you look at, all right, take for instance, Ed Sheeran and another man like Drake and Rihanna and them, who people are saying they're appropriating the music, which I just think they're, helping us promote it at the end of the day. But anyway, that's a different conversation. Look at the music that they're sampling.
Dancehall.
It's 90s dancehall. So when I try to tell you, the formula we did this, it wasn't broken. So why are we going into a type of dancehall that you're now taking the dance out of dancehall? It's really sing hall at this point. Because when you go on party, people not partying anymore. They don't stand up and just sing a bunch of lines on the song. Am I lying?
No.
So big up to Ding Dong and Ellie and them Monday, who used to bring the dance back into dancehall. And from I know myself with dancehall, the dance was also a part of dancehall. Now people just stand up in a corner, roll them weed, and sing out to some, some verses and some hooks and some rare.
Yeah.
The dance is gone. And I think that is what is affecting the genre. But you see the white boy them take it and then reinvent it and do a hybrid of it and stream numbers.
Yeah.
But it's the danceable dancehall that they're doing. No, me are the first man to jump on top of trap dancehall or any dancehall them do. If it was moving numbers. But it's not.
No, it's not.
So what I think needs to happen is there needs to be a hybrid of the dancehall that we know that would be reintroducing it to the youngest. I have a conversation the other day with my 13-year-old daughter, who I played her a dancehall record, and she says, "But Dad, that's not dancehall." I think I played like a 90s. It was in my car and I was jamming. Right. Yeah, something like that. And she looked at me and she said, "Dad, that's not dancehall." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? This is a dancehall." So here's a 13-year-old girl that she's so used to listening to what is being fed to her now. And that's her interpretation of dancehall, that she doesn't think that what it came from is dancehall.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I tell her that reggaeton comes from dancehall, she's like, "No, it's not. That's reggaeton." And the reggaeton boy, I say, "Nah, we didn't get that from dancehall. Reggaeton is reggaeton."
No,
and the Afrobeat man, I say, "Hey, the Afrobeat boy, I say, "Hey, everything is from Africa."
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah. Well, brother, all I can say is always a pleasure. I'm your camera. Your camera, you run out of credit?
No, I have some people calling me right now.
Oh, we're gone well over.
Yeah, most of so.
I have a rhythm I'd like to submit to you, sir.
Yeah.
I have a hybrid thing that I would like to submit to you, sir.
Yeah.
And get the general, the boss opinion on it, because me as a humble,
but it have some, the thing is this, I would plan to do some of them collab thing there after I have the thing. We have some things under the line up for come out.
Right.
For that year, we have some bum. A lot of collaborations with a lot of people, and these are some monster songs that I've made, and we were all geared up. The whole team of us was geared up, and then Corona hit. So I'll try push them the first out before I tackle
anything
the rest of it.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
I am planning once the ball start rolling for kind of, and it will help anybody else that I'm listening on their shit, because if the ball is already rolling,
yeah,
it make another man thing easier for move. You understand what I said?
Yeah, of course.
So that's kind of what we had, and we had a whole setup, but you know, the thing just kind of fall apart.
Well, you know, I will get it to you, you know, via Ray or whatever. It's just something here and pre and give me your feedback on.
Yeah, man. Good.
Obviously, I am more than honored and privileged once again to talk to you. It's always a vibe. It's always jokes. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave you with the beard. The next time I see you, you're supposed to shave, and the quarantine's supposed to lift you up for you to go get a shave and look.
Well, I mean, I kind of like it. I go up on FaceTime with my wife the other day, and she said, "Well, I like that look." and boy, I like me right now. Anything we get on my wife, good booking them. Me all right. Yeah, I'm liking it.
So where are you now? Are you Jamaica or the States?
No, I'm in New York City. I couldn't, because I came off that tour in the UK with me and Belly and Eve and them, and so I got back here a day before they closed the borders, and then I couldn't go to Jamaica because the first early cases of corona in Jamaica were from British citizens. And so I kind of stayed here for 14 days to try quarantine myself, then go to Jamaica, but then the borders closed. So my wife and my kids and my dogs and all of them are in Kingston. And
oh no, wow.
And I'm stuck here, you know what I mean? But, you know, I talk to them every day, and you know, I want to go on my ear. They might open it up back. As soon as they open it back, I go home, you know. But yeah, I miss my wife and I miss my youth them, and hopefully, you know, so, you know, she said she like the new look, yeah, you know, we have to reinvent the thing more time, you know. You know, makes you feel like she there with a new man, you know.
Maybe you can come flat up, bro.
Yeah, man, you have to change up the thing, because you have to remember that woman have fantasies too, you know, so you have after a while she might feel like she want a new man, so you have to reinvent yourself more time and your style and beard up, and she say, yo, I like this new you know. She feel like, you know, the way that she feel like she cheat. But she really not cheat. It's just a new thing, you know? Yeah. You have to reinvent the thing, you know?
Too far! You're going too far! You're going too far!
Hey, the worst thing you can do is assume that them not thinking like that. You better know, because you know you think so too.
You know what? I mean, I don't have... I mean, so what me for do then? What me for do then?
All right, it's like more time your wife I go somewhere and she put on a wig. Last night she was blonde, tonight she brunette. What a new thing this. But you have to style up, you know. You know, you might have to consider growing a beard, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, she might like that look. You know what I can tell. She said, I like clean night, yeah. You know what I can tell. Yeah.
You need to go smoke one of the cigar them, and put one of your margarita them.
As I will. I
think you will, innit? I think you definitely will. But actually, and whilst you're there, always what's his name? The tall brother.
Rossi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there. He's, you know, that's my brother, man. We started together. I'm still the boat. He runs all of my touring and do everything to do with
Shaggy. So in Jamaica?
No, I'm here in New York. I'm live here with team family. Yeah.
Okay. You must say him up here.
Yeah, man, him house not too far. Yeah, man, I'm brother on that, man.
Yeah, man. See, so well, if you got all that studio time,
you know, so in fairness, I don't know music, because every day they've given me an itinerary filled with interviews.
Oh, okay.
It's press, like, you know, I've done Elvis Duran, I've done MTV, I've done the breakfast, big breakfast or wait one name, or
okay,
you know, chart show. I've done everything from here. So I'm always set up my lights and everything, and just get the work done, because I'm promoting an album.
So after that, then, no.
So my days filled with.
We are waiting for the dub session to start. Cause I remember saying, no, I just the one.
No, the dub session I'll probably start when we get back my engineering. Cause I'm not gonna do all of that. So once the quarantine come, them and them can come over, then we start knock them out. Come here, a bunch of them pile up for you. Well, people link with something. So I may have some collaboration that I've some of them I've already written, but I haven't cut them as yet. Because I want engineer there and me and him vibe and with the team. Yeah, so you know what I mean. But him over him not too far from here, Long Island with Film Family. I have Shane, my producer, one of my producer them.
Who sang?
Who sang, yeah.
Shane. I'm Patrick.
Yeah. Shane. Well, I don't really deal with Patrick, but Shane.
Yeah.
They are Dwayne is another one of me use. Them man they have more time and Shane did most of this new Hot Shot 2020 album. Him did it wasn't me too. You know, and him tour with me, and you know what I mean. So I'm a team, you know. And of course,
there's no I.
Yeah, Noah Power.
Yes,
you know?
yes. He's got a new tune on VP now as well.
Yeah. We deal with that. I work closely with VP on the whole party. We have also Spice, Safari, a couple of people who rock with, you know, how are you them, you know?
Yeah, mad. Well, you know what? I'm honored and privileged to have you represent. It's all about relevant reggae music. It's all about relevant dancehall music, you know. And to talk to a boss.
Give thanks.
And I'm sure the people them when they watch back this interview, they'll be like, well, we was on MTV Cribs, you know, because Shaggy took us around the tour.
Yo, years I've had this place since 1996.
Wow.
Yeah, I've made everything in here, and it's now just my spot because my family don't come here, not like that. It's just me and music. I'm a virgin. My son don't make music. Rob Banks, who also is a rapper, so he comes here with his people, and so we just come here and make music. We don't really. It's not a place where, you know, we just have it and just make music and chill and.
Was that the same place where the clash took place between you and Sasko when you had Red?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sasko come stay here. Sly Rabbit them come stay here.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We have a couple of bedrooms upstairs and then make music. We come out, so all the people come and just hang out and stay when Spice come in, whatever, then just hang out.
Well, anytime the flight them lift up, I'm forward come to New York because of this reason.
Yeah, man. Come give me a check, man.
Yeah. I mean, I just lost a family member.
We have two rooms in here. This is one, the main one, and then we have another studio on it. So we have two.
I think yours looks. I mean, I've been to Circle House and I stayed the night.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it's not as big as that. Yeah, it's not that. Them have multiple rooms and it's a full of, like them rent. Me no rent.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't rent mine.
Okay.
This is just for me and my virgin them and whosoever more. I don't rent.
Mad. Well, brother, see everybody gonna call you. So you know what? I'm gonna run and leave you. Enjoy the rest of the day. And you know what? It's always a privilege to talk to you because it's too much joke. You know what I mean?
Hey, we have one more things to laugh about in our life, you know.
Yo, trust me, it can't. There's no way it can be serious.
Brother, any day you wake up with health and strength, my youth, you're a winner. You're a winner. Don't look for nothing else in our life. No accomplishments or accolades can top that.
Yeah.
That all go through the door the minute that your health fails.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So the fact that you can get up on your ear and your lungs and you're healthy and you can kiss up your youth them and you have a woman will love you and rare and that's life.
Yeah. Real talk.
You know what I mean? Live it. Don't listen to nobody else and them, them rat race and them fuckery. That make no sense.
No sense. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna make sure I do, I'm sure I sent Ray the video because I already played it. It wasn't me.
Ray, I'm a boss, man. I tell Ray, I say, I remember Ray when he did have ear and mag and then they were ranking Miss P. You know? Ranking Miss P. First of all, have you ever been to Ray's mother's house?
Jesus, no, I've never been. No, not personally, no.
I go to Ray's mother yard and she cooked me a fried chicken there. And let me tell you, that time they were in the middle of carnival where we have go run up and down for nothing because we're tired and hungry.
Yeah.
And we go to her yard, go to Ray's mother yard, and she cook a fried chicken and some food and some rice and peas and things. Let me tell you something, man. I talk about the fried chicken there and the food that she cook. If you have not been to Ray's mother's house, I suggest you do.
All right, I'm going to call him. I'll make sure I get my invitation for her. Yo. As soon as Corona live, I'm going to say recommended by the boss. I need to go to your mom's house, mate.
You have to go in mother house and make she line up something or some carrot juice or some, yeah, and the thing turn up, you know.
Well, you know what? And when you forward come to England, make sure you forward by me. You can get some I don't know.
Yeah.
No matter of fact, I'm gonna make some jerk pork come for you.
Well, you know, say me's a pork connoisseur now. But you have to understand, say, the other day I come here, so in the corona now, me's a man now, me start go back. Cause you know, cooking is like muscle memory now. Like how you work out. I start cook back by myself because my housekeeper them can't come and my assistants in there, so me one. And I start go back and after a while you start get confident to the cooking and you feel like you're Gordon Ramsay or something like that and start. But I start add some things to me think I may start get wicked and you know. When I go back to Jamaica, my wife can't touch the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
I tell you that I'm my kitchen now. I tell you so when we reach back to Jamaica right now, my wife can't come in my kitchen. I'm my kitchen now. Cause me done in another mood right now. Me do a curry chicken yesterday, man. And me done and me put on my butter beans tonight, man. And yeah, I'm murder, you know. Me do a snapper. And me pan sear the snapper. When I put my vegetables and everything, because I drop a little bit of Salaman gun there. You know that? And get that smoky taste there. I'm murder. I want to can't test my pan them thing right now. Right now, me I get wicked. Me and the boy ding dong. I said the one ding dong I post up some blood clean video the other day. But oh, I'm a bad chef.
Yeah, me see it, the video, yeah, me see it.
Me not ready female still, you know, to be honest, because a boy was bad.
Okay.
Me soon, but me I tell him, say, me soon ready for him, because me I tell you, oh, me I get wicked, you know. Me I tell him my wife can't go back in the kitchen, man. Me a bad boy, you know, man. Me. Yeah.
So there's a little kitchen, a little kitchen cook off.
No, you know, say, you know, remember say we do the clash in SUBCRIBE now.
Yeah.
Them don't want the kitchen clash, you know.
Me one day night. Me one day night.
All right. Me and a man do a clash the other day, you know, which was a sardine clash. No, in the house, yeah. Because you remember, say, me have a man like Noah Power who do the crackers challenge, the one. We do a sardine clash. Which one away can make a better sardine and crackers? Some man use picker pepper.
Okay.
You know what me I talk about?
Yeah.
Them use picker pepper in the sardine. A two type of sardine. I get the sardine with the oil or the sardine with the water. Which one you use?
Oil.
All right. Yeah, boy, we know thing. These are man, me take out the little bone in and make it come and I like it.
No. Me not mind it.
And then yeah, me take it out and me crush up my own. Now me use scallion. Me got a little thyme. Me grate some garlic. Well, I know my one setup, you know. Watch me. See? Onion. Me is a man, me saute my onion first. To get that like a burn. You know what I talk about?
Yeah.
And me cut up my scotch bonnet. Me don't use picker pepper in my thing. A sardine and crackers and a Chinaman I make this. Cool. So I tell a man where in my kitchen I try clash me, I put picker pepper in I'm sardine to go sit down with that. A Jamaica I come from, where you know about picker pepper. Where picker pepper come from? Me look like China to you. Eh? A tenement yard me live in when hungry bike like that we do. See? So a boy can't tell me, you know what boat me run? Me just want to know so when me cook off, a boy can't have nothing. It soon come and the clash will come.
You know what? So should be the go crash in the app, you know. that go pretty. That go pretty. I remember say Sasko having one garden with him one veg, you know, so be careful.
Yes, Sasko boy, no. Sasko live a good life, you know. Give thanks to him because I see him, you know, I'm plant him thing and have his own gardens and all of that, you know what I mean? Big up to Sasko, he's, you know, I live the good life. And he should, he deserve it, he work hard, you know. So
work hard, every artist, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, one of the best lyricists in the game, you know. So
real talk.
Give it things.
Real talk. Very underestimated, but you can't lyrics galore.
No, lyrical him do him thing, and that's his strong point, and that's what him is. You know, for me, I came from that era where lyrics was a big part of it, and then after a while, when you start the pop music and them thing, it's not so much about lyrics and I'm not in that arena. If me there in another arena there where a lyrics are my thing, then I'm gonna give you that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm in an arena where it's about songs.
Yeah, really.
You know, and grabbing a global audience and shit like that. So
and that's where it's about
some of the songs that me put out might not even connect with the core. You know what I mean? Because you know, when I put out a album with me and Sting, we sell platinum and we did well, but the core didn't play it. You know what I mean? And I didn't blame the core to play it because it's not that type of music. But me as a man will always come back in, like, you know, when we do I Need Your Love, it was a big top 5 record in the Billboard. But then we will come back and do something like Fight This Feeling with Barris. And the core will fuck with that. You know what I mean? So, you know, me left out of pop music and come back and go do Church Eden. I know Church Eden wasn't going to make me no money. If me tell you, me get a show off of that, me lucky. You know, see?
Every sound man or friend, when you draw that, they show them a judgment.
And if I'm on call my phone, I tell me say, yo, moi Church Eden after moi come play on my show, me not move because me not left me yard for that kind of money there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So me just do them things for fun and just tell a man say, yo, don't sleep on me. I still got that. You know what I mean? I can still go back and do. Yeah, I still could do my dance all on my reggae when I'm ready to do it. I'm just not gonna live in that space because it's above my pay. It's below my pay grade. I could only be real. You know what I mean? So,
well, I tell you what. One of the things I'd love to do, which is unfortunate when you were here last, was I'd love to sit down with you and Sting. I think for me, that would just be like the pinnacle. I mean, I've interviewed.
Oh yeah, and listen, he's a man. He'll do that in 2 minutes, man. That's my big. You know, I understand what that brother there is, man. That brother is.
Let me out, man.
Cool. Yeah, it's, you know, as long as it's something that is, if caffeine thing is time. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anyone that goes as hard as it. I thought I was the hardest working man in show business until I met that guy.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this can't real. The amount of things this brother had. The man had to play, the man had to TV, the man had to record, the man had to... He's doing so much things at the same time.
Wow.
And at 60, this man go upon him head top and do a full handstand push-up against a wall at 67 years old.
What?
I'm sorry, bro. That's it. That guy is Superman. May I tell you that? That guy is Superman.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, he would do that in a heartbeat. It would only boil down to time at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Give thanks and stay corona free.
Brother, we'll talk soon.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Manners.
Yeah,